Welcome to Essential Essence, Heart of Gold. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, we have a new moon in Sagittarius. What about it? Let's go. Fire it up. Fire up, I'm on fire. So, I'm going to do a collective reading for the new moon. It's what to expect, what's the energy, and just what spirit wants you to know. I do like to be a little crafty and name the videos, but sometimes I just go with the flow. Okay, so whatever spirit wants you to know is what we will receive. Like some incense. Make sure that you comment, heart, subscribe, leave your thoughts if it resonated. I really like to read comments and like feedback. Make sure that you go check out my linktr in order to book with me. Check out my podcast, Ether. And I got some things going on. I'm mentoring, so I have 2 more openings for mentor right now. My mentoring program. If you got any questions, just inbox me or email me on one of my platforms. Alright, so let's jump into it. Everybody take a deep breath. And let's go. Sister Spirit Guide, protect all of us as I share this message. What's going on with this moon here? Sag moon. Ooh. Okay, we got a lot of cards. The spirit has a lot to say. Sag moon. Okay, so small about these boundaries. Oh, a lot. Haven't used these cards in a while. They gave us the whole tea, huh? Huh? Okay, so I'm gonna just take all these cards. I ain't gonna put none back. I'm gonna take all of them. Yes, Spirit, give it to us. This is beautiful. It's the whole story. All right, so let's just start off and let's just go in. All right, so now is a season where you're in incubation. And incubation, you know how a baby is born, all right? And they're in the incubator, they're baking it up. So this is where Spirit wants you to be, in that space where you're cooking your ideas up, where you're resetting things, where you're figuring things out, where you're getting things prepared for the new season. You see, rebirth is going to happen in the winter. So these are the winter months. I don't know where you guys are from, but these are the winter months. And during these winter months, you should be cooking up what you're planning and what's going on. Spirit is wanting you to embrace that masculine energy and that go-getter energy, that masculine, like this is what I'm doing using logic, and I have a plan and I'm structuring. All right, that is what masculine energy is about when it comes to your life and how Spirit is wanting you to use it right now. Really embracing that masculine energy is going to help you step up into your high priest energy. All right, because it did come in reverse, but with high priest, high priestess, there comes great responsibility, and that's what people don't understand. They want to call themselves different things and that's fine, but can you live up to it? Because with that title comes a lot of responsibility. All right, you have to forgive fast, leave your heart open, be humilable, have integrity. There's just things that you're as a high priest or a high priestess, that's that responsibility that you carry. I do feel like that's being blocked because you're not allowing yourself to imagine. You're not allowing yourself to imagine things. You have to be able to create and imagine. So while you're in incubation, imagine, create, give yourself the space to dream bigger, make these plans, and stop thinking small. You better think big, bitch. That's what really came to my head. Think big. Okay, so you have to give yourself the chance, the opportunity to think big. So every time you're thinking about something, you're always shooting it down. Like, no, that's too much. No, it's not too much. It's just enough. Now let's get it on paper and let's write it out and let's make a plan. Because there's nothing that you can't have. There's nothing that you can't receive. And being in that high priest energy and really acknowledging that, you know that. See, this is a knowing. You see that, how her third eye is lit up? That's a knowing. All right, that's a knowing, because that's that bridge to spirit. That's that bridge to God. You know, that's that knowing. All right, I know, so I can imagine it. If you see in the little twinkles, okay, that reminds me of the cosmic. So really allowing yourself to imagine and go in either which way. You see, we have a compass. All right. And with that compass, you can allow yourself to go either which way. Like, you have to choose the path. There's many ways to get to what your purpose is. There's many different ways to experience that. But that's why you have to be in tune with yourself, because at the end of the day, you have free will and you can choose which way you go. So don't get over processing the options. All right. So Spirit is wanting you to get things ready in the winter season so you can pop out in the summertime. Pop out. All right. And with that, the last card in this deck was boundaries. Okay, boundaries. Setting your boundaries and holding your boundaries. I actually have one of these on my altar, excuse me, because for me that signifies boundaries. When you're cutting off situations and making sure that you're holding stance within your life and you're creating it. You're not letting people just do what they want to in your life. You're not letting people create, they just coming up, setting up a tea stand up in your shit. Like, no, excuse me, we're not doing that. Okay, this is my boundaries. This is what I said and this is what I meant, and I'm gonna stand on it. And that's also having a high priestess energy, because some people can't speak what they want. They can't, I don't want to hurt any feelings. As being in that energy and being in that knowing, you just know what's right for you. No is a complete sentence. So stop having or feeling like you have to explain yourself or over explain or find make sure your answer and everybody's going to be cool. Everybody's not always going to be cool with what you decide for yourself, because at the end of the day, you're doing what's best for you. You're not doing what's best for everyone else. All right, so it's you. But that's why I said that's also why having those skills, like being humility, and having that selflessness, but it's a balance that you have to have. All right, so with this, yes, Spirit says trust your inner self. Trust your inner self. Trust yourself. Have that inner knowingness. All right, you see how she's cloaked in that white. That for me represents, when the high priest, when you go within and you're really cloaking, you're really connecting with Spirit. So when you have that trust and that connection with Spirit, you that resonates within you. Okay, and you begin to trust yourself. Like, yes, I'm in control. Okay, not as in control, like so in control that you're not listening to Spirit, but you're flowing with Spirit. You're flowing with Spirit, not against. And that's what brings this. Spirit says stop going against the grain. If I'm calling to you, if I'm calling it to you and I'm moving you there, why are you swimming upstream? Why do you think it's hard? It's hard because you're not listening. Because I said go this way. This is the way the current is going, but you're steady swimming that way. How can we get there if we're swimming this way? That shit's gonna hurt. Just think about water, just being in water, and you trying to swim upstream. You trying to swim you trying to swim towards the wave. How that's gonna work? Guess what? It's gonna throw your ass back down. It's gonna throw you back down because you can't keep on going against the current. Spirit says, be open to my guidance. Okay, I'm leading you legacy of light. Okay, we were born for this. Look at that. Legacies. This is generation after generations of light workers. Let's go. Right? And these light workers embraced all of them. That's why their crown is on fire. They embraced all of them, that balance. And they understood that just because I'm a light worker doesn't mean that I'm all light. I'm balanced. I embrace all of me. All right. And receiving. Spirit says be open to receiving. If I'm bringing you blessings, if you're praying for these blessings and you want this and you want that, and you know you're praying and you're like, Lord, I've been doing this, but you're not receiving it. Open up. And one of those skills that will help you open up to receive your blessings from Spirit is also learning how to open up collectively, like in your life. Like if you're that type of person that really, you know, you have a hard time asking for help, or you have a hard time receiving anything, or somebody be like, girl, you need some help, and in the back of your mind you like, yes, I know I need some motherfucking help, but I'm like, the other side of me, them fears, is like, no, I'll do it myself, because you too worried about, you know, if somebody gonna be like, well, I helped you, I did this for you, and you don't want that. But you have to stop equating the two. It's a difference between really opening up and really knowing that you need help and being able to receive that, because you say you want all these things, but do you know how to receive? Do you know how to receive it? Do you know how to receive good things? When blessings come to you, is it too good to be true? Oh yeah, no, that's too good to be true. No, it's not. Learn how to receive the blessings that God has for you instead of turning your back on them and thinking that they're too good to be true or they're unrealistic. Miracles are real, but you have to die for the light. Okay, the light will always be shown to you. Even when you lose your way, die for the light. Die for it. Like, yes, get it. Okay? Go into meditation, go into prayer, and connect with yourself. Connect with Spirit. And they'll lead you right to the light, Caroline. Right to it. Defend to the end. Defend to the end, the worthwhile. So defend your territory. You see that owl, yes, big owl energy coming through. Okay, an owl for me represents wisdom. Owl for me represents guidance. All right, so if that's, you know, that could be one of your totem animals, one of your spirit guides. That's for somebody. But yes, the owl is sticking out because of wisdom. So we're defending what we believe in. What's worthwhile. You have to be careful what you're giving your energy to. If this is not going to, and Spirit is giving me this message right here. You know, people who sit up and talk about celebrities all day, and it's different if you do that for a job or maybe a blog or something. Not, you know, not shitting on anybody or what they do, but you know, this is just people who really don't have nothing going on, and all day they're sitting up defending rappers and singers and shit that really has nothing to do with them. Okay, to make sure you're putting your energy in shit that really matters. Okay, defend what you're wise about, what you know about, what you feel about in your heart. So defend to the end what is worthwhile. Make sure that you're putting your energy into the things that's going to give you what you're looking at. Because sitting up talking about other stars and all this shit and all the shit that they do all day, that's what they eat don't make you shit. Okay, it doesn't. So that shit is frivolous information. What was I talking about? This inner knowing, this inner trust, this inner knowing. Because she's confident. Look at her. She's knowing. She knows. She's like, I know. She feels, she knows. So how do you know? That connection, you know how you feel. So if you getting up, you know, you feeling heavy or something's just not sitting right, explore that. Why do I feel like this? You see, she looks a little beaten. Okay, but she feels, so she knows what she feels, and now she knows the way. Because here's the thing, your feelings and your emotions are your guidance. If you get up and you know you're not feeling so good, you're gonna know by how you feel. If you feeling you feeling good, hey, you pumped for the day, okay, you know you in alignment, you know. But when you start to feel certain things, you know, okay, now it's time to step back and it's time to go within and it's time to heal. Where's this feeling coming from? And that's really the key to self-mastery, okay? Is learning how to check in with your feelings so you know the way. And look, it goes hand in hand. She knows she feel, but what do you feel? What do you feel? So she's figuring it out. What do I feel? Just sit with that. What do you feel? What is I feeling? What is it? For a lot of people, I'm getting a pain in my chest. For a lot of people, it's in the heart. The heart is one of the hardest chakras to open and maintain because of all the, betrayal, and things happen. As you heal, it doesn't mean that nothing's going to happen again. So that's what it makes hard for you. A lot of us, okay? It makes us hard to open that chakra and keep it open and be vulnerable. But let me let you know that you're not being vulnerable to the world. You're being vulnerable to God. You're being vulnerable to spirit. You're being vulnerable to your purpose. You're being vulnerable to guidance. Be vulnerable for the right things, and then you won't be so nervous about opening it up. Because when you're vulnerable to your purpose and to God, it's going to lead you the right way. Okay? Not being gullible. Being gullible and being vulnerable is two different things. Oh, and this is the last card. I don't think I should stop there for this video. But this is the New Moon Sagittarius reading, and it was lit, okay? How do you feel? Get into it. And really embrace this big, bold vision. Embrace that vision. What do you have for yourself? What do you want to do? What is that plan? It's bold. It's big. It's fearless. And you got it. Embrace it. Come back to my channel for more. I love you guys and welcome to the family. Make sure you share me with somebody. All right, peace.